Um, Anyway, I think we're going to have time for one more song.
Okay.
So, in case you just joined us, we have Tom Breiding here in the studio at Acoustic Songs Live at WMJR. And Tom has been playing some songs off of his. You have a new CD coming up, right? You're working on right now?
Yes.
And
I think it's got a title. It's going to be called Beauty in Paradise.
Okay. Any idea when you think you might be planning on?
I want to do it soon because I've waited long enough and I'm this close now. I logged almost 5 hours of studio time this morning before I came here on it, so work's progressing pretty quickly. I'd say by fall for sure.
Okay, come back and join us. This is actually the last show of the semester.
Oh.
And so we take a break for the summer and then come
Thanks
back
for
in the
having
fall. And come back when you have the record out. And
Oh, that'd be great.
yeah. So this is Tom Breiding, and what are you going to play for us here?
Well, we've been talking about all this heavy stuff and stuff that isn't particularly joyful. And it is a Friday, so we have a reason to be happy today.
Yes.
So I'm going to play a song I think that I wrote last fall. I wrote this on my porch. I told you the new record is a lot of it's reflective of my last 4 years and all of my travels. And if there's one thing I learned, my favorite place to be is still on my porch. So I started the song to write, and my dog was out in the yard, and I wrote a verse about my dog. That's how the song started.
Good.
And of course I have some trees in my yard that I just love, and so I wrote a verse about an apple tree.
What's the title?
Well, I didn't have a title yet, and I didn't know where it was going to go. And then an interesting thing happened. I heard a train whistle.
Okay.
So the next thing to do was to
Just
figure
where
out
you
where to... Yeah, right, there you go. I didn't know where to set the story, but back in the 1800s on Main Street in Wheeling, there was a store called Becker's Hardware and Feed Store. And it was one of the last stores on Main Street to close. The old wooden floor, and it lasted well over 100 years. So I thought I'll start there. Becker's Hardware Store. It's been here for years. It's a place I still go. If I have to patch some holes, brighten this dark room, or to learn things I didn't know. Here I can find everything to get me through anything I ever hope to do. But I'm not some fool who won't take a second look at a train that's passing through. I have a dog, she sits out in the yard, smartest dog I've ever had. No fence in her way, but she doesn't stray. She's just happy, she never sad. But last night I came home, I could hear her moan, and she sounded lonesome and blue. And I wondered to myself, is she howling at the moon or a train that's passing through? When you hear that whistle blow, don't make a stir down deep in your soul. And these days I spend my time in a peaceful state of mind. There's nothing I'd rather do. Well, apples ripen on a vine, and that tree that's yours and mine, where we carved our names, I love you. Here I hope to stay for the rest of my days, just hanging out with you. But I hope that you don't mind if I dream from time to time about a train that's passing through. When I hear that whistle blow, Lord, it makes a stir down deep in my soul. And one day the time will come, I'll be getting on, but if all my dreams come true, well, I'll see your smiling face, your smiling face. I'll see your smiling face when I reach a better place on a train that's passing through. Yeah, I'll see your smiling face if I find that better place on a train that's passing through.
All right. What was
Sorry,
it?
sorry about the tongue twister there.
That's okay. That's all the time. What the worst part is when you get up there and you go to sing your song and you can't remember the first line. That's the best part.
Oh,
you know,
man.
when you're just playing along and all of a sudden you're trying.
And you hope one of your fans is out there and he's saying, "You can help me sing along."
Yeah, or one of the band members. You know,
Yeah.
you're not doing it solo, and you can look over at the bass player and say, "Hey, what's the first line?" Anyway, that's Tom Breiding joining us here on Acoustic Songs Live at WNJR Studios, and we will be taking a break for the summer. We'll be back in the fall. We may have a few in the summertime. We'll see. But thanks, Tom, for coming and
Thank
playing
you,
for
Mitch. I
here.
really enjoyed it. Nice talking to you. It's always good to see you.
Good to see you too. And stay tuned for Earth Talk coming up at the top of the hour with Dr. East. He'll be coming here in the studio on Earth Talk. And this is WNJR Washington 91.7 FM.